I'll give you a brief introduction. We're doing PinTV. It's 10 a.m. You're at your office, and you see something interesting. It's a video. You can't see it right now. You're in the middle of something else, so you just pin it. Then you go home, and once you go home, what you do is you load up this great new app called PinTV. And voila, there it is, and you're watching these videos on your 55-inch big TV in lean back mode. Pinterest, as we know, is this great curated spot where a lot of folks are adding their interesting things. So you add your interesting things, others add their interesting things. All you need to know is a Pinterest username. As you see in our UI, we have the trending items out there, stuff that trends right now. What's happening as we speak. You want to find something interesting. If you know the name of an individual, for example, we have Deborah Smith. Now this lady has pinned, must be at least 3,000 pins and 250 videos there. They get to see it. Well, the interesting part starts here. We've got a browsing device on the tablet. So as you're watching a TV on the screen, you can actually browse for new and interesting Pinterest pinned videos on your tablet device. You could have family members browse them, and when they find something interesting, you just click it. And bam, what you get to see is that video on your TV screen. Now this was done in 2 days, folks, by a great team. Aditya Bhatia here, who has actually done a hackathon in the past and won not one, but 2 prizes. Aditya Anjuri there, who is a master's in computer science from Stanford, and a hardware guru and an algorithm guru. We've got Robert Schwenker here, who manages the Pinterest meetups, the Facebook meetups, the Google Plus meetups, and is a developer relations guy, and Samantha, who does the UI. PinTV, a brand new way to look at curated TVs, videos on your screen. Questions?
Simple pitch. Love just the scenario you walked through right at the very beginning. You captured me right away in the mode. How are you guys thinking about stitching these things together in terms of turning it into a sort of a lean back experience?
So we've got a Node.js backend. We evaluated AnyMote, Node.js, and XMPP. In fact, number 39 is these 2 guys with an XMPP protocol communication. So we expect to have the backend server manage, shall we say, all of your bookmarks. So you could bookmark just the video bits off your Pinterest sort of broad following, and then keep viewing them on a later date.
But what happens when I watch one video and the video's done?
Well, right now the YouTube player does not support, doesn't allow us to send multiple links to it. So we have to hit back and then go to the next one. But as soon as the API is supported, we can tie that in.
Which is the reason why we have the YouTube player and not the media player for Google TV. So when Google TV gets that facility in, we'll integrate.
Well, good job, guys. Of course, I'm going to say wonderful things about a thing that sits on top of Pinterest. One of the observations I have is that one of the reasons Pinterest won is that they did something super innovative and engaging with the layout. And you guys will want to think about what is the video analog to that, because their tiled layout probably doesn't lend itself well to video presentation, but I think the flat 3x3 grid is not going to do it right as a lean back experience.
This is 2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
We are in the multi-screen category, but we are actually a new app, so I don't know which category works for us.
We're planning to move to a flow-like layout that Pinterest has, so just to make it fun and also like have a honeycomb effect, all of those kind of look and feel things that you would be able to put in if you had like a week to do it or something. But yeah, definitely.
I think what's interesting is there's a lot of save it later, read it later apps. I've tried to crack this problem. It hasn't really worked so far, but Pinterest has critical mass, so there's already a number of people that are pinning this stuff and presumably want to watch it later. I think for me, the core thing really comes down to layout. Like I was actually talking to the first Pinterest designer about this, and there was like a site that called themselves the Pinterest for video, and he said, Pinterest wasn't designed around video, it was designed around images, and that's why it works, because you can look at an image, and if it's bad in a fraction of a second, you can move on. But with video, there's a time cost that's a lot higher than just browsing images. So I think the key thing here would be translating a very image-based layout that you see on Pinterest.com to something that really works for video, and I actually think that's quite challenging. But I think the cool thing here is there's already a critical mass of people that want to see kind of the activity that they've done somewhere else. So I could see that being the core driver in terms of user adoption.
Yeah, I'll just add another thing there. There have been explorations in this. No one's ever done it well, and so some of my thoughts here could be valid or not. But along those lines, it's a very good point about video, versus pictures. Since you guys were talking about everything going up in the cloud and stuff, the thing you might start thinking about is playing with different mosaics, where up in the cloud you're basically munging all this stuff into like one video that's coming down, but then the ability to quickly click on one of those particular areas and then turn into that. So I can be taking a glance and seeing all this video moving at one time. Again, it could be a complete disaster, but there's got to be some nugget in there somewhere.
Yeah, if you look at the OnLive UI, right, you'll see a lot of concurrently rendered videos, right, sort of where you can swoop and navigate.
Our last winner is Team 27.
Team name, product name.
Number 27, PinTV. Thank you, folks. It was a blast, 2 days, and you couldn't have done it without an all-star team.
Thank you so much for having us, Google, and I'm really glad I had this experience. This is my second time here, and I hope to come back again.
Never thought I'd be saying this, because I work at Oracle. But thank you so much, Google.
It was a great experience, and I've learned so much over this weekend. I'm looking forward to the next hackathon.
Great team, PinTV. Thanks, and good night.